I'm very excited to now introduce to you the tutorial site we will be using in the hands-on training. Yes, we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get to work in Dreamweaver and actually create something. And I'm so excited for those of you who have followed all these videos to this point. Give yourself another pat on the back because you've spent a lot of time learning about searchers and search engines, and now we're going to put all this great knowledge to work and in building a site. So let's just assume that Julie has brought up Google and she's going to type in some kind of search term like Santa Monica, and she's looking for stories. She's looking for stories that people may have about their time on merry-go-rounds or carousels. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a site that will date her or match her. We're going to use that whole concept of my linking rings, and we're going to use a website which looks like this, called the Santa Monica Carousel, a fan's love story, to hook Julie up with someone who had a story on the pier. And who is that someone? Well, do you recognize this gal? Yep, guys and gals, it's my mother. And there's my dad. And there's my dad again, and the carousel, and me with my son. And why me? Why are we doing me? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I thought long and hard about this, and to be ethical on the web, and to make a SEO training site that also could work in the real world, meaning that would actually show up in the SERPs for real people who are searching for the Santa Monica Carousel or the Santa Monica Merry-Go-Round or the pier, I decided to make a real fan site. So this site lives and breathes on the web. If you conduct a search right this minute in MSN, Google, Yahoo, Ask, AOL, this site will actually show up because it's a live site. So what's exciting about this is I had to create a site that was for real searchers who are not watching these trainings by lynda.com, but also served a second purpose, that it was a training site, that it served you, the person watching this video right this minute. It had to have a dual purpose. What's the goal of the site? The goal of the site is to express my real-life story about my father and my times on the pier, and that is entertainment. But it also had to be informational. So there's two themes at work here. And the second theme, that informational theme, had to serve you, the person learning search engine optimization. So what you'll see if you go to this site, if you want to go now, you can do a search for Santa Monica Carousel, and you'll find it. Keep looking, but it'll show up somewhere, or Santa Monica Pier or Merry-Go-Round. But over here on the left side, there's a disclaimer, and it says, note, this site is for SEO training. Click here to learn more. And the point is, if you click here, you'll go over to the About page, and it will actually explain that this site is created with lynda.com, that it's a training site, that its whole point of being is, in fact, to tell a real-life story about someone's time on the pier, but it's also about SEO. It's a training site. So check it out and get ready, because we're now going to move into the hands-on section of our lynda.com introduction to SEO.